to get your taxes done but ran out of time?
We can help. We can help.
Can we help?
We can help. No, right.
Small business? No business? Mind your own business.
Do you know what a 1040 is?
We might.
At Spyder and Rocky's tax day bonanza, we can do your taxes for like super cheap.
Tax deductions, tax refunds, we've got you covered.
We can maximize your refund by inventing children.
Wind farm credits.
And then we'll say those children are a wholly owned subsidiary of General Electric.
And dying halfway through the year.
Coming early for fast service.
We could do your taxes in like 15 minutes tops.
We've already got almost all the forms filled out. Just come see us.
Nobody beats us on price.
$800? $700? No, we'll do your taxes for $100.
$80. $70.
$50. We'll do your taxes 50 even. And
your refund is fully guaranteed, or you get no money back.
Conveniently located.
We'll be on the 6 bus between Fulton Stop and West Sphincter now through next Thursday.
If we're not there, look for Dave. He's not an ARC.
We'll be there.
They'll be there.
Bring your own stamps.
And crack.
And cash.
Or crack.
And also crack.
No crack or cash? No problem.
It's kind of a problem.
You can pay with jewelry or gold teeth.
Or blood diamonds. Or panties.
Or whatever you have. It doesn't matter. Just pay us.
Spyder and Rocky are not licensed accountants, but they guarantee you'll get 10 times the tax return you would with the other guys.
I'm coming down, man. We have to do something.
I know I'm coming down too, but we did something. We made a commercial. They'll come. They will come.
I'm coming down, man. We have to do something. Your arm's gonna be sore by the end of the day. I'm coming down, man. We have to do something.
We did. We made a commercial. They'll come. They'll come.
Missed you. There we go. Crack. Crack. Yeah. Does not feel good.
Chatting with a pro.
Chatting with a pro. So I'm here talking with Jason Jones, the brilliant actor who portrays the role of Spyder in the Rocky and Spyder series of commercials, of which I believe you just watched one. How are you doing today, Jason?
Doing good.
So tell me a bit about the inspiration. What moves you to be Spyder?
Drugs.
Well, that's great. So what you're saying to the children listening at home is they should do drugs.
I did when I was a kid.
What drugs did you do as a kid?
Crack, smack, meth, acid, and the gateway drug.
Ah, pornography?
Yep.
Now, I hear you're a big masturbator. Is that true?
I learned it from my father.
It's something that's often handed down generation to generation.
Yeah, he'd be like, "What are you doing to the bathroom? How long do you need to take a shower for?"
So did you always suffer erectile problems?
No. I mean, not until I hit about 12 or 13.
Before that, you were rock hard, huh?
Yeah, solid as a rock.
You know, they say that in children, if you have an erection lasting longer than 4 months, to seek a 30-something teacher with 2 children.
I've heard that before. It's pretty popular in Washington State. I've also heard that you should definitely brag about it.
Yes, and to all the teachers considering affairs with students, what I highly recommend is sending texts and emails and saving them for a long, long time.
Yeah, nobody will know. I mean, it's on your phone. As long as the screen is locked, you should be fine.
Right, right. It's not like the kids' parents will ever find out. So, Rocky and Spyder, what's the future of that?
We'll see where it goes. I mean, right now we're just having fun making some stupid commercials like we did 20 years ago. Who knows? It could become an an epic major event. It could be a 2-hour movie.
It could be a series on Amazon. They're always accepting submission ideas. We should think about that.
Oh yeah, like a mini series or something.
An Amazon Prime Video exclusive. That's something we should work on pitching.
Yeah, Spyder and Rocky saves Christmas.
Would we save Christmas, or would we just mess it up?
Well, it would take so long with all those mini episodes. I mean, it would be July by the time it ended. So then maybe to be like, well, Christmas is over, so we've got to save something else now.
Rocky and Spyder miss Christmas.
Again.
Well, we tried to stay up for enough days in a row, but then we just crashed. And we're like, oh my gosh, wake up. It's 7 o'clock in the 8th of January.
Yeah, and we're out of money again. So we're going to have to come up with some great ideas to get some cash.
We do have a lot of great ideas, I notice, on our adventures. What have we done so far?
Well, let's see. We've done the used car dealership. We've done the, I don't know. I was so high at the time. I can't remember exactly what we were doing. Selling something out of a garage, I think it was. I don't think it was our garage, though. It was somebody else's.
Yeah, the homeowners were pretty upset about that.
Yeah, but they had been gone like all day at the zoo or something. So by the time that we came back.
What was that commercial?
That one was the Spyder and Rocky Saves Christmas, I believe. Oh wait, no, that's for the future. I'm getting ahead of myself. So
I do a lot of time traveling in my podcast. I don't know if I've mentioned that, and I assume you haven't heard it on my podcast because statistically, no one on Earth has.
That's interesting. Not yet.
That's right. No, I would know because they would come back in time, and then, it's time travel's very complicated, and I don't want to ruin the surprise for you, but I am a time traveler.
So I figured. I saw the flux capacitor in your van earlier. So.
Well, you'll notice you saw me 20 years ago, and then you saw me today. How do you think that happened?
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. It's time travel.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. That's right. No, so other commercials we've done have been so far the Heavy Petting Zoo, and we just finished filming one today where we take care of your taxes at our tax bonanza. I think we'll have one soon with something to do with puppies, dead hookers. Like, I'm just kidding. We won't make anything about dead hookers. That's way too offensive.
And it's not just offensive, and I am offended. It's also what I like to call coming soon.
Yes, in time.
Let's ask for some comments, some feedback from people watching this. Would you like to see more Rocky and Spyder? Should we pitch it to Amazon? Should we do a crowdfunding thing and see if we can raise 5 nickels to put it together? What would you even want to see? One thing we obviously have is all the time in the world and nothing better to do.
That's true. No kids yet, for me.
Right. I don't even loan him my kids because, frankly, I don't trust him around children. And he won't loan me his pets because of the incident.
Yeah. It's like with Jared and pets coming soon in the future.
Wouldn't that be a revelation? Jared from Subway wasn't just a diddler of kids, but a cat rapist.
So I've heard on the internet, so it's true.
And the biggest thing about Jared is Subway's real problem is everyone's going to be making foot-long or 6-inch jokes forever. What are they going to do? Rename their sandwiches?
What would they rename the sandwiches?
I think circumcised would be a good one.
Circumcised. Oh, that's for the low carb one. You're right. Yeah.
Right. The flatbread. Even the flatbread. Cheesy loaf, cheddar buns. It's just not good.
Yeah. What you could do is you could melt cheese in the middle of it and then try to pull apart in the morning.
Yes, do that with the pastrami. Get it nice and hot and put some cheese in it and then slowly peel it apart and say, ooh, sexy.
And then fuck it.
I did not realize that's where it was going. Thank you for the clarification.
We're talking about Jared. We could be talking about worse.
I thought it was Jared the Galleria of Jewelry this whole time.
It's a Galleria of genitals. The gonorrhea of genitals.
Jared, the Galleria of Gonorrhea. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, not really. I just I think it would be in the future a good idea to make a couple more commercials, and then if people are interested, we could make a little mini movie, like 5-minute segments, and then later on you could get the whole thing, on a DVD or something like that when we finish it. We're not going to go completely bananas on this thing, and we don't have all the time in the world to do this. We both have jobs and kids and cats, and subways to go to. So, here and there we're going to work on it, and if people are interested in seeing it, we can make a couple webisodes of it and see where it goes and throw them on YouTube and
Rock out with our cocks out.
Right, and jam out with their clams out and all that stuff and
hang out with our wang out.
Right, definitely. We could have something where they they're on a pursuit for crack and they found out there's some giant warehouse or something with it, and I don't know.
A crack warehouse. Yeah, that's nice. Now, you look a lot like a guy I saw in a movie who played a Russian hacker.
Oh, most people say Storage Wars.
Oh, nice. That's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But yeah, I did play a Russian hacker. I think it's still in production or something.
It's in post-production, but yeah, it's...
Post-production takes time. I mean, they stopped filming episode 7, almost a year ago now, and we're not even going to see it until, the 18th, Christmas time, So, but it has a lot to do with the quality of it. You got a lot of special effects to put in movies these days, and you have to CGI in, the Korean leaders and everything else, so, I mean...
Well, and the real struggle we're having is our post-production special effects guy literally doesn't understand how to make a penis that small in post. He's tried everything, scaling it down, making it just a little button. He just literally cannot understand what a penis that small would be.
Yeah, and the first time he did it too, he's colorblind, so he made it black.
It really doesn't. It certainly wasn't to scale. And the second time it was purple, which, from what I've heard from defectors, is possibly accurate.
If you've been punched or something, or you had a bicycle that actually had the bar going across the middle of it, I've never gotten that. Why is it the guy's bicycle has the bar right there for you to slide off and whack your nuts on? Why didn't they just start with a manly-looking bike that had the slopes down? But then if you're riding around with your sister's bike, you're like, oh, you're a pussy. Look at you driving that thing with the little low bar handle. Of course, when they're saying that to you, you're like, look at you. You're dumb for having that bar there. But I'm just fine.
Today we've learned that Jason Jones was friends with Mickey Mouse. That actually is so strange that they would do that they would intentionally put a crotch-ruining bar on boys' bikes, but not girls' bikes. My mind is blown. That's backwards.
Yeah, I think secretly a woman invented the bicycle, and they were trying to reduce the amount of children they had because they were raised Catholic. I mean, that's just hypothesis.
Well, the camera has hit the 12-minute mark, so now we are invisible. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Jason Jones, thank you so much for joining me in your living room today for this Chatting with a Pro.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.